So for Super Team 1, we have 5 zombies. Oh, sorry, kidding. 4 zombies up front. We're going to have 5 units of skeleton archers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them being the Blessed Legion of Kath with poison damage, I think. No, armor sundering ability. The Chosen of the Gods Ushapti, Archon the Black. The Sphinx of Usep, Arawar Necrosphinx. We got some Black Knights to protect that backline, I'd imagine. We have some Skeleton Warriors. 1, 2, 3 of those Skeleton Warriors as well. Now we have more Black Knights on the right flank, so a total of 3 Black Knights by the looks of it. And then, actually there's 4 Skeleton Warriors, so I missed one of them. Got 2 White Kings on foot. The Blood Dragon Vampire Lord up in the air. And then we are going to have nothing else. So let's take a look at our other team's army, Hell's Kitchen, to see if they can just close the deal and go to the finals right now. They have 3 Zombie Deckhand Mob, 2 Pole Arms. They're going to have some Spearmen in the back, 2 units of Sirens accompanying these Demogryph Knights with Halberds. We're going to have a Vampire Fleet Captain with the Lore of Vampires. We have the Luminarch of Hysh. We have a Jade Wizard on foot with Dwellers Below and Earthblood. Keep an eye out for that Dwellers Below. We have RNS Assault Spite with All Hands Way and the Fisherman's Net and the Luck of Manal's Luck and Kraken's Bane. And then we have Necrofex Colossus up in the air. So holy hell. We also have Boris Todbringer on foot with a Warrior Priest. Can you guys believe this nonsense? Down goes the first shot from the Luminarch of Hysh, and it is going right after... Oh my goodness. I can't tell if that was the Chosen of the Gods or the Corpse Cart, but it did damage to both. And man, that Luminarch of Hysh may be pretty dangerous right now. But once these archers close the gap, oh, this army may be in a lot of trouble. 5 archers is going to be quite a lot to heal through. Oh, it started charging up and then it decided, nah, we're good. Grand Shield of Faith going down, giving them damage resistance, which is a ward save, so it negates all damage by 22%, regardless of its magical, physical, whatever it may be. And then Ushapti Gods down to 6 models already. There goes the... Damn. Killing off a model very well there, but maybe a bit of overkill? I'm not sure. We'll see what it decides to target from here. Clearly it wants to get rid of the Chosen of the Gods Ushapti, as they can do a lot of damage, but I have to say, Super Team's looking like they're in a pretty strong position to me, because as soon as the gap is closed, then you're going to just have devastating archer fire flying into this formation. Great Swords taking a lot of damage there from that Dragon's Breath, and we'll see what happens from here. But yeah, another shot to the Chosen Gods. They have 4 models left, so really low on combat effectiveness. Over here, going to be seeing those zombies getting summoned here, and the Luminarch of Hysh pulling back as it's taken some damage. And then we're also going to be seeing the Sphinx of Usep here, and it's kind of coming out here, I guess, not too worried about anything, but Araness Assault Spite is nearby, and it looks like she's going to go ahead and throw down a taunt on top of it, and this Sphinx of Usep could take a ton of damage unnecessarily here by getting stuck in this combat. And when it tries to run away, I will not be surprised if we see that lovely net go down on top of him. Liber Mortis is active, and we'll see what happens. Purple Sun getting popped, not doing the most damage to the hero blob, but now the Sirens are coming in, and the Sphinx of Usep is taking quite a lot of damage. We'll see what happens from here as Black Knights start flooding into the back line, and RNS Assault Spite continues to chase down the Sphinx of Usep, who currently has a Invocation of the Heck active on top of it. I don't think I've missed the net yet, so I'm confused as to why we haven't seen it get popped down on top of it yet, but Aranessa maybe being patient, being more patient than I would be, which is probably a good thing, honestly, because she's still dishing out a lot of damage. A Breath going down once again on top of Great Swords being the target, doing quite a lot of work, and a Terror Route going in almost immediately. And now Aranessa is about to get double teamed by the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, and oh my god, the damage that just went down on that charge, and Araness Assault Spite is dead as a doornail, guys, and that... I just don't know how the Empire and Vampire Coast are going to win this now, because look at this just concave formation of death. The amount of fire pouring into this blob is astounding, and even with the damage they've been able to do, this Sphinx, it could just get healed up, you know? The Vampire Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is still very healthy. Can throw an Invocation to Heck down, and I think this is just where Hell's Kitchen's army falls apart, to be completely honest. This is a painful thing to watch, but I just don't see how they can put up any fight from here. And maybe I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but you know, that's so much firepower. Just 5 skeleton archers firing in completely unchallenged. Aranessa is dead. The Luminarch of Hysh is about to be dead. And yeah, I mean, this just looks to me like, unfortunately, an army that got completely hard countered. And in spite of all the damage they were doing initially against the Necrosphinx of Rusev and the potential that showed, I just don't see how it's really going to matter in the end. The Spirit Leech going down on top of the Vampire Fleet Captain. Invocation of Heck is also on top of him trying to counter that, but this stage in the battle, you know, unless these archers all run out of ammunition, which unfortunately you can see only one of them is below half ammunition, and it doesn't really matter. So Super Team 1 are going to fight to stay alive, and I think we're going to see this go to a tiebreaker, and we're going to have to see what the scores are in this tiebreak, because if it's like a multiple level tiebreak, then we'll have to figure out how to decide who wins this. But Gordon Ramsay conceding defeat, and he left the game. Clearly not happy with that battle, and yeah, she died so fast. Yeah, Aranessa just deleted. I guess they finally fixed Luminarch. Yeah, that's Todd. He finally brought Toddbringer, Bragmat. All hands hoy. My bad. I always say hooey. All hands hoy. They should spell it that way. Just kidding. But yeah, micro chatting. See, you like that, rolling on the floor laughing. But yeah, that was a very good game. And unfortunately for Hell's Kitchen, they just got completely hard countered. And I mean, honestly, I have to say, they kind of walked into it. I mean, I think the bottom line is they just completely forgot that skeleton archers exist. I think if they would have remembered that, had Scurvy Dog or anything with mobility, they could have countered it quite easily, but they went for a very dense blob formation, and as soon as those archers closed the gap, goodbye. Just goodbye. Didn't matter how much damage they did to the Sphinx of Usep. He was able just to heal it up, and they spent so much time fighting him that those archers just got so much value shooting into that blob. Yeah, smart armies from Super Team 1 there.